Have you ever doubted God's goodness? Have your circumstances caused you to be angry with God? Have you ever thought about any people in the Bible who felt the same way? Those are some of the questions that we'll be answering in this video and more. So stay tuned. Hello friends and family, I'm Hannah of Hope and Future and welcome to the channel. So we'll be talking about this in segments. Here is the first one, understand doubt. Before we dive into the Bible verses that can help us overcome doubt, let's begin by understanding what doubt is. Doubt can be described as a lack of certainty or a wavering of faith. It's important to recognize that having moments of doubt is entirely normal, and it doesn't mean that you're weak as a Christian. The only problem is if we stop there in our doubts and we don't search for the answers. So I'm glad that you're here watching this video, and hopefully I can be of help because I've been there too. I literally have a journal entry before where I wrote about my doubts, and actually I was angry at God. So here I am now sharing this video with you and assuring you that you're at the right place. Here's another one. Recognize doubt in the Bible. Doubt is not a new concept, even within the Bible. Let's look at a few examples from the Bible where some people we know in it experienced doubt. First, let's look at Thomas. The event was told in John 20 verses 24 to 29, but we'll be looking at verse 25. It says, "So the other disciples told him, 'We have seen the Lord.' But he said to them, 'Unless I see in his hands the mark of the nails, and place my finger into the mark of the nails, and place my hand into his side, I will never believe.'" This is where he was called Doubting Thomas. He expressed his doubt in the resurrected Jesus. But Jesus didn't condemn him for his doubt. Instead, he provided evidence and encouraged him to believe. In the Amplified version of verse 27, it says, "Stop doubting and believe." Now, I don't want to end there when talking about Thomas, though. Christian tradition says that he took the gospel to Parthia, or India, and was martyred for his faith. Here's another person, John the Baptist. You'll find this in Matthew 11 verses 2 to 6, but I'll focus on verses 2 to 3. Now when John heard in prison about the deeds of the Christ, he sent word by his disciples and said to him, "Are you the one who is to come, or shall we look for another?" Even John the Baptist, who prepared the way for Jesus, had moments of doubt. He questioned if Jesus was truly the Messiah. Jesus responded by pointing to his works as evidence of his identity. Here's the next segment, overcoming doubt. Now that we have seen that doubt is not uncommon, the question now is, how can we overcome doubt in God as a Christian? One is pray and seek wisdom. James 1 verse 5 says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him." It's pretty straightforward, right? God will give us wisdom as long as we ask for it. In fact, he gives it generously. I'm so thankful for that. Here's the next principle, trust in God's plans. Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will make straight your paths." Honestly, when I go to heaven, I believe this would be me. I have a lot of questions.
I have all the questions.
If you've been watching my videos, you might have heard me say this. Our knowledge is limited. This is our knowledge, and this is God's. In all of our circumstances, may we trust in him because his knowledge is without limits. The next one is remember God's faithfulness. Lamentations 3 verses 22 to 23 says, "The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." Praise God. Enough said. Now, after all that we just talked about, here is the next part. Build a stronger faith. Overcoming doubt is a journey. It's okay to question and seek for answers. The Bible provides a solid foundation for strengthening our faith. As I mentioned earlier, I went through my own doubts because of my health circumstances. I had cancer, and I share my journey through my doubts in this next video. Thank you for joining me. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more faith-related content. Comment your thoughts below, and I'd love to hear from you. Our hope and future is in Jesus. See you in the next video.